Welcome to Wild Heart Yoga Holistic Healing for today's Yin Yoga class, where we'll be targeting deep release and strengthening of fascia and connective tissue. So let's begin today on our backs in our Supta Baddha Konasana or Reclined Butterfly pose. Just bringing the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to fall away to the sides so you feel this gentle opening through the hips. Begin to just come into your body, being aware of how it's feeling as we get started. Noticing any areas holding tension. Noticing the mental and emotional state that you're in. And begin to just follow the natural rhythm of the breath. Inhaling through the nose into that low belly space. With each exhale, letting the breath go slowly and fully to go deeper into the pose and let go of tension. Our fascia, which is the thin layer of connective tissue that goes around and through every part of our body, holding us together, releases very slowly. It takes 3 minutes to begin releasing. And so we'll be holding our poses for an extended period of time today. Finding that deep stretch where there's not pain, but we can definitely feel something happening. Your job is just to go into the body, to listen to what it's asking for, and to give it just that, not forcing anything, not allowing the ego to guide here. And then breathing deeply and fully as you mindfully let go to surrender deeper into the pose and to this practice. We're almost done with this pose, just a little bit longer. Keep bringing the mind back to the breath and into the body. Great job. When you are ready, go ahead and extend the legs. Taking just a moment to notice any changes of sensations in the hips. And then when you're ready, gently turn onto your left side and meet me up at seated for our next pose. We are now going to take a single leg butterfly. So with the right leg extended, bring the left foot in toward the inner thigh. Let's inhale as we lengthen through the spine, making sure the back is straight, and reaching the left arm up toward the sky. As you exhale, begin to bend to the right. Feel free to take any micro adjustments here. Opening the chest up toward the sky more, leaning forward slightly. Playing around with the positioning of your arms, just figuring out how this pose best serves your body and targets those areas of tension within you. And then once you've found what works for you today, find stillness there, coming back to the breath. Every inhale, imagine drawing that breath into those areas of stiffness. With each exhale, letting all the air go as you imagine the tension just melting out of the body. Not only is this practice a wonderful way to increase flexibility and mobility, to strengthen connective tissue and prevent risk of injuries, but it's also a wonderful way to release stored emotional energy. The majority of our nerve pathways end in the fascia, so this means that when we have heightened stress, anxiety, unprocessed emotions, and all these neural networks and pathways aren't able to be completed, we can physically store emotional energy in the body, in the fascia. So this practice is a great way to help regulate our nervous system, calm the mind and the body. With your next inhale, fill that belly up, feeling it rise. As you exhale, let go of anything that isn't serving you in this moment. Any resistance, any thoughts or concerns. Just about 30 seconds left on this side. Great job. When you're ready, slowly bring that chest back up, releasing the left leg now, and taking it to the other side, bringing the right foot in toward that left inner thigh. Take an inhale, lengthening through the spine, reaching the right arm up. As you exhale, once again, begin to bend to the left, playing around with the positioning, taking any micro adjustments you need, moving the chest forward or back slightly, then settling in to the stillness, tuning back into the anchor of the breath, calming the mind to listen to the wisdom of the body. Inhale relaxation into every cell of the body. Exhale, letting go of anything you don't need right now. Where you are is exactly where you need to be. Just gently scan the body, noticing any areas resisting. And if you can, see if you can let go of that, surrendering a little deeper here. Relaxing the feet and ankles, the legs, the hips, allowing everything to be heavy, gravity taking you deeper into the pose. We have just over a minute left on this side, so I will leave you here in silence to go inward, to find deep solitude in the stillness. All right, when you are ready, gently bring the chest back up. Extend both the legs, and with as little movement as possible, find your way onto your back for a short rebound. Just gently tucking the shoulder blades down and back. Arms at your side, palms facing up toward the sky. We take some rebounds in our Yin Yoga practice because since the fascia is slow to move and to come back, these rebounds allow the fascia the time to gently retract again before moving quickly into another pose and potentially causing injury. So feel the echo of the pose here, just taking a couple more deep and slow breaths, then we'll go into our next pose. All right, when you are ready, gently turn onto your side once again and meet me in tabletop with the hips aligned above the knees, shoulders above the wrists. Then we're going to step forward with our right foot. Begin to heel toe the foot toward the outer edge of the mat. Then as you exhale, allow the knee to drop away as the foot turns toward that pinky toe edge, opening up through the hip here. Here you can keep the back knee on the mat, or if you'd like to take it even deeper, our fire breathing dragon is just lifting the knee off, extending that back leg. Take some micro adjustments here, moving side to side slightly, maybe waving the chest up and down. Figure out how this pose best serves you. And then find stillness once again. Maybe staying up on the palms or coming down to your elbows, perhaps resting onto a bolster or blocks. And we will be here for 3 more minutes. As you inhale, imagine drawing that breath into the hip. And as you exhale, let it go, surrendering, tension melting away. If you have your back knee up off the mat, that can be pretty intense to hold for several minutes, so feel free to lower it to the mat at any time if it becomes a little too difficult. Anytime you notice your mind beginning to wander, just gently usher it back to the breath again, coming back into the body and setting the intention to mindfully let go of anything you're holding on to that isn't helpful for you in this moment. Eckhart Tolle said, if you really want to know your mind, the body will always give you a truthful reflection. So look at the emotion, or rather feel it in your body. If there is an apparent conflict between them, the thought will be the lie. The emotion will be the truth. This speaks to how this Yin Yoga practice can help us have more clarity, better breakthrough, understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Because as we get space from our minds and our thoughts, we can come inward, have better awareness of what we feel in the body, how it relates to certain situations or thoughts as they arise. Not getting lost in the thoughts, but simply noticing the patterns, having an awareness of them, and how they relate to how we feel physically. Great job. When you're ready, go ahead and gently step back that right leg, pressing yourself into a down dog for just a few moments, maybe keeping the knees bent, perhaps moving the hips side to side slightly, just giving your body whatever it needs right now. And then when you're ready, gently step the left foot forward now, heel toeing it to the left edge of the mat. With your next exhale, allowing that knee to drop to the side, rolling the foot to the outer edge. And once again, you can keep that back knee on the mat or lifted. Begin to take some small micro adjustments, moving a little side to side, maybe waving the chest up and down. Noticing how this speaks to your body. Noticing if this side feels any different than the first side did. Just taking note of any imbalances in your body. Inhale deeply into the belly, feeling it expand. Let it go, exhaling fully and slowly. Noticing how that full exhale, letting all the air out, really helps the body to let go a little deeper. Energy flows where attention goes. So as you scan through the body, imagine that breath going into that area of stiffness, washing it down and away. Also carrying away any thoughts, your to-dos, concerns. Being right here, right now, letting go of anything that isn't serving you. Just about a minute and a half left on this side. So once again, I will now leave you in silence to go inward, to listen to the wisdom of the body. Awesome job, friends. Go ahead and gently make your way back into our down dog once more. Leading with the hips as you press back, keeping those knees bent if you need to. Just taking in a few slow and deep breaths here. Taking any movement you need that feels right for your body. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come down to your hands and knees. And maybe you want to turn sideways on your mat, it's up to you. Since we just opened up our hips quite a bit with that last pose, we're going to go right into our next pose, which is the frog or tadpole pose. So starting at the hands and knees, making sure those hips stay aligned above the knees here. Begin to just slowly walk the legs outward, keeping the knees bent at a 90-degree angle. And then you can stay up on the hands here, maybe rest onto a pillow or bolster with the chest, or perhaps come down onto your elbows, or maybe even allow your forehead and chest to rest on the mat. We just want to make sure that the hips are staying up, that we aren't sinking backwards or forwards with the hips. Now, if this is really intense for you today, go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. This makes it our tadpole pose, a little bit easier variation. This pose can be really intense for a lot of people, especially if you've never done it before. So this is when it's really important to come back to that breath. Breathing in fully into the belly. Exhale as you let go of tension, surrendering a little deeper. Relaxing the muscles that are resisting here, so the body can let go easier, sinking a little deeper. Not only does this practice help really increase our flexibility and have so many mental and physical benefits, but it really helps us to increase our threshold for distress tolerance as we learn to breathe through discomfort and sit with it. Over time, this is an attribute that can begin to carry on beyond our mat, helping us to be able to deal with, to cope with difficult situations or emotions, so we can begin to learn to respond with wisdom instead of react out of emotions in the heat of the moment. We have less than a minute left here. Stay with it. Find the solitude of this stillness. Great job, you guys. When you are ready, in your own time and with as little movement as possible, find your way onto your back for a rebound once again. Being sure to come out of this really slow and gentle, walking the knees back up first, taking your time. Gently tuck those shoulder blades down and back, palms facing up toward the sky. Just feel the echo of the pose, the changes of sensation, the light buzzing or movement of energy in the hips and groin. Okay, when you're ready, go ahead and plant the feet on the mat, knees bent. And then let's take our figure four, bringing the right ankle up over the left knee. Interlacing the hands around the left thigh. Take an inhale. As you exhale, begin to draw that leg in towards your chest. Feeling this deeper opening in the right hip and glute. Being sure to relax everything that you can, relaxing the ankles, the feet, relaxing that hip, so you can pull yourself a little deeper as the fascia releases. try to think about keeping that low back flat against the mat so it's not rolling up. That will help you get a little bit more effective stretch here. Inhale, feeling that low belly rise. As you exhale, see if maybe you can bend the elbows a bit more, pulling the knees a little closer to the chest. And settle into your stillness here. We have 2 minutes left, so I will leave you to enjoy the silence, to go inward a little bit longer on this pose. All right, when you're ready, gently let go of the legs. And let's just take it to the other side, bringing the left ankle over the right knee now. Once again, interlacing those hands behind the right thigh. Take an inhale. As you exhale, begin to draw the legs in toward the chest. Inhale, feeling the belly. As you exhale, let go of resistance, relaxing the feet and ankles, relaxing the legs. Again, being sure that the low back isn't pulling up too much. Inhale, inviting relaxation into the body, into the hip and glute. And exhale, letting go of all that is no longer serving you. Again, let's just notice if this side feels any different than the first side did. Checking in with those imbalances. Draw in that deep inhale through the nose. Sigh away your exhale, maybe bending at the elbows a little bit more. Going a little bit deeper here. We have just over 1.5 minutes left here, so once again, go inward, listen to the wisdom of the body, let go of everything else, and just be right here, right now. Awesome job. Go ahead and gently release the legs now. Finding your way into a Supta Baddha Konasana once again, with the soles of the feet together and the knees falling away. Or just finding your way into our regular Shavasana, extending the legs if you prefer. Scanning through the body, notice if there are any areas still holding on to any tension. And if so, see if you can release that with your next exhale, finding an even deeper state of relaxation here. Feeling the echo of the poses we have done today. Noticing the effects that this practice has had on the body, on the mind or emotions. And rest deeply here. Stay in your Shavasana even longer if you wish. But if you are ready to finish with me and move on with your day, then in your own time gently turn onto your right side this time and meet me seated at the center of the mat for one final closing breath together. Taking an inhale as you reach the arms overhead, stretching tall, waking the body back up. Exhale, hands into prayer at heart center. Just bowing down as you acknowledge yourself for taking the time to honor your mind and body in this way today. Thank you so much for joining me for today's short Yin Yoga practice. I hope your body feels rejuvenated and your mind at peace, and that you feel prepared to tackle whatever is before you today. If you enjoyed this class, please do me a huge favor and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay up to date with all of my latest classes. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you soon. Namaste.